Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of SCTV, Simpson College's first student-run weekly newscast. I'm your host, Noah Sacco.
And I'm Liv Allen. Thanks for joining us.
Tonight's edition includes highlights of the Simpson softball home opener series against Buena Vista, followed by students who have received the stimulus check from the recent COVID-19 relief package.
But first, we want to talk about something we've probably all been guilty of at some point in time: distracted driving. Whether it's texting, changing the radio settings, or reaching for something in the back seat, distracted driving is becoming too common for most teens and young adults, and it can turn fatal in 1 second.
The Castenson family experienced this tragedy in 2015 when they lost two of their family members as a result of someone who was texting while driving. Here's the story of how one moment changed their world forever and their mission to save lives and spread awareness through the Farm Bureau Financial Services campaign.
Actions and driving don't mix, and it can turn fatal at any moment.
In a split second, you don't know, like, a car could swerve at you, but it'd be your fault because you're looking down at your phone.
We all think we're invincible. We all think it's not going to happen to us.
Until it does. In an instant, the unthinkable became a reality for the Castenson family, when their father and grandmother were killed by someone who was texting while driving.
Growing up, not having a father, a grandma, like, in milestones of your life, like, it's not worth it. And it's not even, like, selfishly, it's not worth it. It's why would you want to do that to another family?
A family from Washington reached out to me. They lost their daughter, was hit by a young man texting.
That led Farm Bureau Financial Services to reach out to the Castensons in 2019, wanting to share their story as part of their Distracted Driving Campaign video series.
We definitely were not ready for these raw emotions to come up. I mean, it was from, where were you when you got the news, to what was it after going home?
That's not something I thought about until being roommates with her, that it was like, oh, it's like never gonna happen to me kind of thing. So I was like along the lines of like, I don't text and drive, sometimes like skipping a song or like doing little things like that I would do as well.
With features like Bluetooth and Siri, many cars have hands-free capabilities to keep them on the wheel. But as long as drivers' eyes are on screens rather than the road, there's always a danger.
Our society has become instant. We want instant communication.
Iowa legislators passed the distracted driving law in 2017, and many states have followed, while Morgan keeps this bracelet in her car to remember who she lost and to keep her eyes forward.
Every time I go down, I see that bracelet, and it's just like a nice reminder, like, you lost a dad and grandma to this, like, it's a song. It will play. It's 3 minutes. It's not worth it.
Now, like when I'm with someone else that's texting and driving, I'll be like, hey, put your phone down, and it's all because of seeing the impact of how long you record it.
Farm Bureau will be releasing the series to 8 other states on April 12th, with the hope of raising awareness and saving lives.
None of us want to be that person to receive that last text message. If one life was changed, or even someone not injured because of this, that is our purpose, our goal.
We can do one simple thing to save someone from going through this. Might as well keep going.
So quit messing with the radio and stop your car if it's something urgent, because the risks far outweigh the rewards.
You never know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what's going to happen in the next hour.
It can wait.
Noah Sacco,
We all have time to pull over.
SCTV.
Powerful message in limiting distractions while behind the wheel. That text to your friend can wait, because it's just not worth the risk.
Huge thank you to Morgan and her mom for letting me tell their family story. It was truly a privilege.
Yes. As a member of the softball team, it's been a long time since we've played a home game. Over 700 games to be exact.
But the Storm came into their homecoming weekend ready to play, completing the 3-0 sweep against Buena Vista while outscoring the Beavers 20-6 over the series. SCTV's Ethan Humble has the highlights from Sunday's game.
First time in nearly 2 years, softball is back at Simpson College. This last weekend, they took on the Buena Vista Beavers. In the second inning, to help her own cause on the mound, Taryn Barrick-Wessels drills a 2-run homer over the left center fence. Sophomore pitcher delivered 4 strikeouts in her 3 innings of work while only allowing 1 run. After Buena Vista pushes a run across the plate, Maxie Seseda-Hurt brings the game to 4-1 on a sacrifice fly to left field. Maddie Luderman is able to tag up from third base and score the run. With a 2-run homer from Megan Crockett in the bottom of the 6th, the game was put out of reach and the Storm secured their first sweep of the season over the Beavers. They will take the field next at Wartburg in Waverly at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Thank you, Ethan. Shout out to Randy Richmond for earning ARC Pitcher of the Week. Let's roll Storm.
Absolutely, Liv. Stimulus checks are checks delivered to a taxpayer by the government. As part of Biden's American Rescue Plan, stimmies are used as a way to give people some spending money in order to stimulate the economy after it took a hit from the pandemic.
Americans with income below a certain threshold, $75,000 for individuals, $112,500 for households, will each receive $1,400 per person as a direct deposit or mailed check. Households will receive an additional $1,400 for each dependent claimed on their most recent tax filing.
SCTV's Bailey Earl spoke with students on campus who received this benefit and their thoughts on having some more money in their pocket.
The CARES Act was approved on March 27, 2020, thus creating the first round of stimulus checks that arrived to the public in mid-April of 2020. College students who were claimed as dependents and over the age of 17 were not eligible for the stimulus check. This included students who were essential workers and paid taxes. Only college students who file as independent were eligible.
Like, giving it to college students that, like have some sort of employment. Mm-hmm. Like at the time, like, because the stimulus was meant to essentially supplement areas that you were affected by work.
Easiest way to like get it to everyone is just like have it like blanket universal. But I think like I agree at the beginning of the pandemic, people who were essential workers, I feel like they deserve like a raise or a bonus or something. And I think that applies to working students as well.
It was not until the third round of stimulus checks that college students claimed as dependents could receive a portion of the fund. Each college student's portion would be sent directly to the parents just like the other dependents. Only college students who file as independent will receive the check directly. Many college students were not happy about being left out in the first couple rounds of the stimulus check, but their voices were finally heard.
I'm kind of happy that they started sending it now because it makes me feel like that college students were able to speak their minds and say how frustrated they were that at the beginning that they weren't getting anything. They were kind of getting cut out of the deal because we represent just we represent a majority of all students, like all student population.
Some college students that are receiving the stimulus check this round already have in mind what they are going to use it for.
I was planning on using it for like car repairs first, and then like saving money because I graduate, and then I'm going to probably use it to like for rent.
Then there are others who are giving it forward.
I haven't quite spent it on anything yet. I'll probably either help pay off some parents' loans, that's usually what I use it for, or I'll just save it for if something happens.
Signing off for SCTV, this is Bailey Earls.
Awesome stuff. I mean, thank you so much, Bailey. Liv, have you got your stimulus check from your parents at all?
I don't believe I have, but let's talk about you. You're a big boy planning to go off into the real world soon. Have you gotten yours yet?
Liv, I wish I had an answer for you, but I have no freaking idea. So even if I did, I don't think my parents would let me get a cent of it because that money would be gone within the month. So I hope so. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Love you, Mom and Dad. Well, that's going to be a wrap for us tonight on SCTV. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out next week's April Fool's edition, where we'll bring some hilarious content that will be sure to give you some laughs. You won't want to miss it.
Like always, shout out to our department faculty and behind-the-scenes staff who are the core of this newscast. Thank you so much for your contributions. I'm Liv Allen.
And I'm Noah Sacco, signing off for SCTV. Good night, everyone. And as always, you stay classy, Simpson.